Hello dear students, today we are going to learn the format of writing formal letter. Though I have already discussed with you during the live class, yet we are going to see once again so as to uh, see or to cover up almost all the points that is necessary to write a formal letter. Though it is already known to you, but still I just want to tell you. Let's see in the beginning only what are the things that we should write. Okay, sender's address. Sender's right. Okay, sender's means one who is sending. If you are sending a letter, so you must give your address. So that is the first thing. Okay, including your pin code. Okay, that pin code also you should write. And when you write the letter, okay, you must see or make sure that you write. If you are starting right over here, this line should be maintained. Okay, if you have started the lines, okay, writing maybe your name, maybe the address, okay, where you stay, maybe the post office, maybe the what to say, the police stations, maybe the district, all that, okay, that you are supposed to write there. Please write in the same length. Okay, this line where you start, okay, every word should be written from the same line. Okay, from the same length. Okay, that should be remembered. As you can see, okay, maybe in the examples, if you have the book, okay, right over there also you can see where one word, okay, starts every, okay, I'll show you after we complete all these things to write how, okay, to write the address. So in the beginning only you must write the sender's address, and after writing that, okay, what have you to do? You'll have to leave one line. Leave one line before you write anything. So after the sender's address, okay, we write what? We write the date. And the date, okay, you can see the format I have written down. This is how you are going to write the date. Don't put, okay, anything. Maybe some of you, okay, have got a habit of writing this way. Maybe this, okay, 2021. Maybe some, okay, gives arrows, isn't it? Some gives column also. This way the columns are also given. So these things should not be done. Okay, avoid doing all these things. The way I have showed you, please write in this format only. And after you finish writing the date, make sure that you leave again one line. Then move on to the second one. Okay, third one. What is the third one here? Recipient's address. Recipient means the receiver address. One who is going to receive your letter. You are writing, okay, this letter to somebody. So who is that? You are going to write his or her address. Here also, okay, when you write the address, write down the whole thing, okay, and you what to say, the address, then post office, maybe the what to say, the police stations, then okay, district, and then the pin code. Okay, all of these things you must include here also in the recipient's address. Once you finish writing the address of the recipient, what do you have to do? You just again, okay, you have to leave, as I already showed you here, you have to leave a line. Then after writing this recipient's address, you will write what is that? Salutation or the greeting. In this greeting, you see, what do we write? Okay, sometime I have seen, okay, students writing all these things. Okay, often we write, okay, respected, but this should not be written anymore. Don't write the word respected anymore. Only what to be written? Only dear. Okay. Remember these things. After you finish writing the salutations, again you have to leave a line. Then write the subject. When you write the subject, you can make sure that the word subject is to be written, okay, completely as I have written on the board. SUBJEC, okay, JECT. Don't write the shortcut, okay, SUB, then put an arrow mark. Never do that, okay, it will be again wrong. Now, okay, next comes after writing the subject, again you have to leave line as I have done here. Then body of the letter. When you write the body of the letter, okay, that is the main thing of the letter, because here only we have the maximum mark, isn't it? The marks, okay, that is provided in this, okay, format is, okay, how much, like almost 7 mark out of 10, okay, 7 comes here only. So we need to be very careful, okay, whether we are giving the introductions, the body and conclusions. So for these you need to write in 3 different paragraphs. to write, okay, the body of the letter, you must write in 3 paragraphs. Remember that, okay, 3 paragraphs. So introductions in 1 paragraph. When you change, okay, when you move on to the second one, please leave a line, okay, that would be much better. So leave 1 line and write the body of the letter. Again, when you write, okay, the conclusion, you leave a line and write the conclusions. So this way, we are going to write the body of the letter. As I already told you, you have to write in the 3 paragraphs. Don't write in 1 or 2 paragraphs alone. You have to write again 3 paragraphs. Only the body is to be written in 3 paragraphs. Remember that. And once you finish, you must again leave a line. And then what is there? Leave taking. So in leave taking also, what do you have to write? You just write, okay, thanking you, thanking you. Again, you just leave a line. And then you must write closing. Okay, closing. What are you going to write? Yours. Okay, quite often we make a mistake here that yours. This apostrophe is there. So this is absolutely wrong. Okay, don't write yours. Okay, when you write yours, you should not give apostrophe there. I think, okay, this is understood. So right, you are going to write yours like this only. Y-O-U-R-S. Then after that, you will write your name and then signature. So this is the format of writing the letter. Remember, okay, to follow this order so as to, okay, avoid the problems or the difficulties. Now certain points, okay, I just want to tell you. When you write this one, you must remember some points. Like you need to be very specific, to the point. Okay, when you write this letter, be specific and to the point. And at the same time, you must remember, okay, provide all the necessary points. Okay, whichever points are essential, or okay, you need to give a complete information. Write in distinct paragraph. So distinct paragraph, as I already told you, okay, we have to divide the paragraph. So you must do that. And for that, you must give a short introduction, and then, okay, body which is longer than both the introductions and the conclusions. The conclusion also is very short. The body that states the purpose of the letter, the body of the letter purpose, or it states or it tells you why you are writing, what is the purpose of writing the letter, and followed by a short conclusions, as I've already told. And you have to write when you are addressing only to yourself, which I have already told you, and always sign up the letter formally. Always sign up the letter formally by writing what? I have written yours faithfully, or else you can write yours truly, or else sincerely. So these are the certain things you need to remember. There are also other points which is very essential, if you remember. Just like the first one I will say, write in simple language. Some of us have that habit of writing or using maybe the language which are very little complicated. So you are not at all required to use those kind of phrases, isn't it? When you are writing, make use of the simple words or the simple language that we know. Select with care the words which convey your meaning most exactly. So what do you have to do? You have to select with care, isn't it? Choose the word with care, or the words which convey your meaning most exactly. So you have to use such a words that would give exactly what you are trying to say. Do not be anxious to use big words. As I already told you, some of us are a little anxious about writing maybe the bigger words, or maybe some way of making the conversations or this letter in a complex. So avoid that. The habit of adding postscripts should be avoided as far as possible. Think before you write and try to be definite in your reply. So try to be definite. That means to get to the point only, what is necessary, only that you are supposed to write. Let your handwriting be as legible as possible. The handwriting, when you write, your handwriting sometimes it is very difficult to be read. So your handwriting should be as legible, legible as possible. Sometimes what happens, all ill written letters fail to convey the desired impression to the minds of the addressee. Addressee in the sense of one who is going to read your letter now. If your writing is not clear, if your writing is not understood by the other person, then it is very difficult for the other person to make out. And it says, okay, letters ought to be neither too long nor too scrappy. So our letter, letter that we write, that should not be very long or very short. And here I have some points to tell you, but I think the points which I have already discussed with you is enough for you. Never write, as I have already told you, respected sir. Instead of that, you are going to write only dear sir. And sometime we use, after the following phrases, there should be a comma and not a full stop. Just like here I have written, thanking you. Here you can see, you don't write what to say, thanking you. Sometimes when we write, thanking you in anticipations, thanking you in advance, and hope, hope you are all right, hope you are all right by this time. So when we write these kind of sentences or the phrases, let us not use full stop over there, just use comma. So these are certain things which I want to remind you. Here also, as I have written, thanking you in anticipations, like thanking you in advance, please don't use full stop. In case of any difficulty and more problems that you come across, please let me know during the live class. Thank you so much.